Everything is packed. It's time to go. On quitte. On quitte. On quitte. It's time to go. After driving 4.5 hours from Quebec to Gatineau to visit and sleep at my mom's cousin's house, we made our way to the border. Hi, this is future me editing. So I just wanted to make something clear because I forgot to talk about it. When we were crossing the border to Michigan, I got verbally abused by the border patrol officer, whose name is Marks, by the way. What happened, technically, is that he got very angry because I traveled. And so he was saying that someone like me should get a real job and stay in my country. Literally, okay, I'm not even, I wish I was making a joke. I almost started crying. We were super happy. We're crossing the border and we've always had like really good experiences. Our Blue Water border in Michigan. And so we crossed, we're like, hi, what are you guys doing here? And I was like, oh, I'm going on a road trip. So why do you travel? And I was like, because I can. And then he looks at me like dead in the eye, says, I'll decide if you can travel or not. And I was like, whoa. I was like, is he like joking? What do you do for a living? I work construction. I was like, I work for my dad's company. If I called your dad to know if he was actually your boss, he would probably lie because he's just happy to get rid of you. And I was like, what the? He was like, how do I know you're not living illegally here? And I looked at him and I said, because I don't want to live here. Like, now my smile was gone. I was like, I don't want to live here, sir. No offense. But like my country, I like it, okay? But why would you be traveling so much in the US? I was like, oh, first of all, sir, yes, it's 3 years. I've been coming here for 3 years. But in the end, it's been like, it's like 2 months and a half, a year. So you're not that special. And you know what? When I said no, I don't, like, I'm not going to work there and I don't live there. He was like, do you have a boyfriend? I was like, how is this your business? But no, I don't. And he was like, you sure about that? What do you mean, am I sure about that? Of course I am sure about that. He proceeded to tell me how much of a waste I was and like I need to get an actual job because apparently my job wasn't a real job. And then he told me that I better not come back next year. And I was like, what does that mean? I have no idea if he flagged my passport or whatever. I really wish I would have filmed, but literally when you arrive there, it says to turn off all devices, which kind of sus. But I wish I would have filmed it because it sounds honestly fake. Like my mom was trying to protect me on the side, like back me up, but he wouldn't even look at her. He would just ignore her. Maybe he was going through a divorce. Like his wife left him because he had a shitty personality. And like now he's like just even more angry. I'm not someone who's like to shit on someone else. But if he is miserable in his life, he kind of deserves it. So that was my experience with Officer Marks. Anyone who's in Michigan and sees Officer Marks, send him my love. After a traumatizing border crossing, we stopped in Chicago to eat our emotions. We tried a deep dish pizza for the first time at Giordano's and a cake shake from Portillo's. Not very energized food review. A Chicago deep dish pizza. I can't open it. Oh! Wow, she's gorgeous. It smells like spaghetti, actually. Wow.
That's a weird pizza.
Okay.
This one is huge.
No taste, man. Food review part 2. Portillo's chocolate cake shake. Okay, mom. This is too close to each other.
You go ahead.
Too sweet.
We really need sweet right now.
I'll take my milkshake sweet. My chocolate back in my bed at 3.
Chocolate cake is good.
Actually, now I want to try the chocolate cake. Ils mettent 1 pound of crémage hein, sur leur gâteau complet.
Jesus.
Good chocolate cake.
What's good?
Less sweet than milkshake.
I like both.
Okay. We gotta try now. Check on c'est beau. Ah! Coffee! This is not sponsored by Starbucks. Weesh. Perfect. Ooh! To get to Badlands, we had to cross Wisconsin and Minnesota, so we had to make a pit stop in each. Cause have you really been to a state if you haven't at least visited one place? So we grabbed some cheese in Wisconsin, cause have you really been to Wisconsin if you didn't eat cheese? And stopped at the Green Giant in Minnesota and had a Dairy Queen ice cream since it was 30 degrees and we wanted to enjoy the weather before getting back on the road. That night, we slept in another gas station. Another date, another matcha. We had amazing weather in Badlands. It was sunny and 26 degrees. We did a popular hiking trail and walked around other spots with lots of wildlife. I'm going to bed. It kind of looks messy. It really isn't. I promise. Wait. Okay, here we go. Bed. The next day, before going to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, we visited Mount Rushmore. I didn't know what to expect, but honestly, it was a really fun visit. If you go, make sure to watch a little movie. It was really interesting.
But as the faces of the great men sprang lifelike from the mountain.
We stopped for a quick hike in a national forest to stretch our legs out. My turn! But sadly, the river was too high and we couldn't make it to the end. We ended the night at a dispersed camp spot. We only spent a few hours in the park the next day since a lot of it was closed due to the fact that it was off-season. We still got to see a lot of wildlife, including wild horses. To get to Wyoming, we had to cross Montana, driving not only through one snowstorm, but two. And so we decided to book the most affordable motel arriving in Jackson, which was around $165 Canadian or 120 USD. The weather really cleared up the next day and I took my mom to sleep at my fave camp spot. And then I took her on a small hike to show her some of my favorite places. When the sun was setting, we quickly layered up to prepare to sleep in the car in minus 10 degrees Celsius. J'aurais pas froid, I swear. No, no, no. Je vais t'en faire une meilleure en plus. Avec a double chin. There we go. So that was week 1 of my road trip and I'll see you guys next week for week 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you guys soon.